should give him my mother. For what? You, your dibia, all of you are crazy. If you cross that line, madness will follow you. You are already a living madman. Ebube crossed the line. His head started spinning like a ceiling fan on high speed. In the beautiful city of Abuja, there lived a young man named Ebube. He was a brilliant graduate from the University of Abuja. Graduated with a first-class degree. He lived with his mother and his three younger sisters, Anna, Tochi, and Susan, who were still in junior school. Life hadn't always been kind to them. Ebube lost his father when he was just 5 years old. As if that wasn't enough, the village chiefs took everything his father left behind: house, land, even the family old bicycle. They were left with nothing but each other. His mother moved them to Abuja with empty hands and a strong heart. She walked like a superhero, washing people's clothes, sweeping the streets at 5 a.m., and even selling pure water under the hot sun just to make sure Ebube stayed in school. After many years of hard work and plenty of tears, Ebube finally graduated and completed his NYSC. Everyone expected big things, but then the real struggle began. He started looking for a job. He searched, applied, begged, and even refreshed his email 1,000 times a day. But nothing came. Rejection became his new ringtone. To make matters worse, his sisters were sent home from school because they couldn't pay their school fees. Ebube felt like a superhero without powers, smart but broken. One afternoon, while dragging his tired feet home after another failed job hunt, he saw someone familiar on the busy road of Nyanya. It was Kachi, a smart, hardworking classmate from university. But guess what Kachi was doing? He was selling pure water by the roadside. Ebube was shocked. He thought Kachi would see him and pretend not to notice. But instead, Kachi ran to him smiling from ear to ear. "Ah, Ebube, the man of great wisdom. How are you?" "Hey, Ebube Dike," he said cheerfully. Ebube blinked. "Wait, Kachi, is this what you are doing now?" Kachi smiled and held up a sachet of water. "Yes, so this is my new office. Man must survive." Ebube looked at him and said with a straight face, "May I not survive on crumbs?" Kachi laughed and replied, "Better crumbs than empty plates, oh." Ebube stood there looking at Kachi like he just saw a ghost. "Wait," Ebube said, eyes wide. After all the stress in university, running to 7 a.m. classes, buying expensive textbooks, reading all night, writing exams and tests with no sleep, this is what you get? Selling pure water?" Kachi just smiled. "Nobody planned it, my brother. It's part of life." Ebube shook his head. "I'm going," he said, turning away dramatically like a Nollywood actor. As he walked off, Kachi shouted, smiling, "Great Nigerian students!" Ebube turned back sharply. "Oh yes, I can see how great you are. You are great in selling pure water." People around started staring. Ebube felt embarrassed. How did I end up here, he thought. This is what my classmate turned into. Great Nigerian students selling sachet water. He did not even say goodbye. But when he got home, wahala doubled. His youngest sister Susan was crying. "Brother, the garri is finished, oh. I'm hungry," she sobbed. The other two looked tired and hungry. Then he saw his mother lying down with bandages on her arm and foot. "Mommy, what happened?" Ebube shouted. His mom sighed. "Hmm, my son, oh, I tried to climb a mango tree to get fruits for the children. Oh, I fell." "Mommy," Ebube cried, "you are in your late 50s. Why would you climb a tree?" She looked at him and said softly, "I could not watch the children cry from hunger. That was the reason. What do you want me to do?" And that was it. Ebube could not take it anymore. First class degree or not, the pride flew out the window. He grabbed a rubber bowl and said, "I'm going to sell pure water. Oh, that's my option now." He ran to a factory, took 2 bags on credit, and started shouting, "Cold water! Original sachets! Ogbonge water! The water that melts the heart. This my pure water even dey work for heartbreak." In less than 1 hour, he sold everything and paid back the money. "Wow," he said, surprised. He went back, took 5 bags. He sold them all again. He made everyone laugh. He would tell customers, "You are the main reason I'm selling water." Oh. People loved him. Soon, customers refused to buy water unless it was from Ebube. They started calling him Boo Boo Water. His sisters went back to school. He begged the principal to pay their school fees little by little, and the principal agreed. His mother was so happy. She prayed for him every morning like he was the president of water sellers. Before long, all of Abuja knew the guy with a first-class brain, funny mouth, and a bag of cold sachets. One sunny afternoon, Ebube was walking back from his pure water hustle. His rubber bowl was almost empty, just a few sachets left. As he passed a big shiny plaza, he saw them, Abuja big boys. They were standing beside their sleek cars, wearing designer clothes with names he couldn't even pronounce. The hair was thick with expensive perfumes. It looked like they were waiting for a party or just showing off for fun. As Ebube tried to pass quietly, one of them called out, "Pure water seller, how you dey?" Ebube paused, turned slowly and said, "I have a name. It's Ebube." Another one laughed loudly. "Oh, you mean Boo Boo Water?" They all burst into loud, dramatic laughter like it was a comedy show. Ebube just said, "Yes, that's my name," he said calmly. "Do you have a problem with that?" More laughter. "How can a fine boy like you be selling water? There are easier ways to make money." Ebube hissed and turned to leave. But just then, one guy who hadn't laughed at all stepped forward. "I am Philip. I export and import." He stretched his hand for a handshake. Ebube did not shake it. He just stood there like a proud soldier with a leaking bucket. Philip smiled. "Relax, I don't bite. I just wanted to say I respect you. You are hardworking, not begging. That's what I like to see in young guys." Ebube did not know what to say. His ego had been kicked, hugged, and kicked again. Philip said, "Here is my card. Visit me at the office. I will be waiting." The boys drove off in their flashy cars, and as the dust settled, Ebube stood there, empty bowl, full shame. He walked home like a tired balloon that someone sat on. When he got home, Susan shouted playfully, "Boo Boo Water is back! Boo Boo Water is back!" He almost used the cane beside the chair to turn her into toothless Susan, but instead he just gave her one dangerous side eye that made the house go quiet. That night, Ebube did not eat. He lay on his bed, staring at the ceiling like it owned him rent. The name Boo Boo Water was ringing in his head like a church bell. By morning, he got up early, brushed his teeth like he was fighting plague for revenge. He took his bath, dressed up, and left the house. He was holding one thing in his hand, Philip's phone number and address. He was on a mission. He felt like giving poverty a very big blow. When Ebube arrived at the address, his jaw nearly hit the ground. The sign read Philip Ventures in shiny gold letters that looked like they were made in heaven. The building, it was not a house, it was a small palace. Staff were walking fast up and down, some with files, others with laptops, like money was chasing them. Ebube stood at the gates, whispering to himself, "Ha! People have money oh! Is this how the other side of life looks like?" He almost forgot why he came. He was just admiring the air conditioning coming out from the walls. He walked in and got to the receptionist's desk. The girl looked like a magazine cover, wig straight, and nails long, and eyes full of judgment. Ebube smiled and said, "Good morning. Please, I'm here to see Mr. Philip." The receptionist looked up, scanned him from head to toe like she was doing X-ray. She blinked twice and said, "Who are you here to see? See who?" "Philip," Ebube repeated. She quietly opened her handbag, pulled out a 200 naira note, and handed it to him. "Here, take. Just go and get something to eat," she said, looking around. "How did you enter here? Who opened the gate for you? You look like a madman." Before Ebube could open his mouth, she pointed at the security and shouted, "Throw this man out!" Two security guards grabbed Ebube like he was a handbag thief. "Madam, wait!" Ebube shouted. "I'm not a madman, no." They were halfway to the gate when a loud voice came from upstairs. "What's going on here?" It was Philip. He walked down like a rich movie star and shouted, "How dare you touch my guests?" Everyone froze. The security man pointed quickly. "Sir, it's not me, oh. It's the receptionist, sir. She said he looked suspicious." The receptionist stammered, "Sir, I thought he was maybe a madman or he was lost. I just wanted to help him with transport." Philip gave her one long look that could melt eyes. "Next time, let people speak before you judge them." Ebube stood there, dusting his shirt and trying to look like he hadn't just been manhandled like a roadside biscuit. Philip smiled and said, "Come in, Boo Boo Water, let's talk business." When Ebube entered Philip's office, his eyes nearly popped out. The place was so clean and shiny. Even the hair smelled expensive. But like a true Nigerian, he acted like it was normal. Philip smiled and said, "Sorry about what happened downstairs. You see why it is good to have money. Some insults don't reach your door when you are rich." Ebube nodded and swallowed hard like someone eating dry fufu without soup. Philip continued, "I knew you would come. You look like someone who knows what he wants, a real go-getter. So I was already expecting you." "Thank you, sir," Ebube said politely. Philip laughed. "Don't call me sir, abeg. Come, let me take you to where your life will change." He smiled nervously. "Okay, sir. Where are we going?" Philip grinned. "Curiosity kills the cat." Ebube quickly replied, "Sir, I'm not a cat. I'm Ebube." Philip burst into laughter, shook his head, and called out his driver. "Nkpokoro, stay back. I will drive myself, okay?" Philip drove and kept quiet. They left town and entered a quiet, dusty area with scattered old houses and sand everywhere. Philip finally stopped in front of one creepy building. They entered and boom, men in red everywhere. Ebube muttered, "Oh, Jesus wept." He finally gathered courage and asked, "Excuse me, please, what's happening here?" The man in red at the center looked at him and said, "Silence, Ebube. Your journey to greatness begins now. But you have to make a sacrifice for you to start that journey. You must sacrifice your mother." Ebube blinked twice. "Come again?" Philip smiled like it was normal. "Calm down now. Don't rush." The Dibia said, "If you give your mother, you will be wealthy beyond your dreams. May that dreams tear your mouth into pieces." Ebube blood boiled. "My mother, the woman who almost broke her back climbing mango trees just to feed us. Are you mad? It's like your head is not correct." Philip raised his hands. "At least talk to the Dibia. Try to negotiate. It will change your life." "Negotiate with who? Did you not hear that madman? Is he okay? I should give him my mother. For what? To buy designer perfume and eat pizza in Dubai. Your Dibia, all of you are crazy." The Dibia stood up, eyes wide. "If you cross that line, madness will follow you." Ebube pointed at him. "You are already a living madman, wearing red like oversized tomato. Let me hear word. Keep quiet there." He turned to Philip. "You see your mates? They are doing tech, opening businesses, changing lives. You are here doing exports of human destiny. Nonsense." Philip said to him, "Calm down, Ebube. Calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. I repeat, do not cross that line." "I'm going to cross it. In fact, I've crossed it." Immediately, Ebube crossed the line outside the shrine. His head started spinning like a ceiling fan on high speed. He held his forehead and shouted, "Who increased the volume of the hearth?" Then he started laughing awkwardly. Not normal laugh. That kind of "I don't know where I am" laugh. He danced small, staggered like he was tipsy, then clapped for himself and shouted, "I am the Minister of Pure Water Affairs. Call me the Minister. Call me the Minister. I am the latest minister." Philip panicked and said to the Dibia, "Please stop this. Don't make him mad. He did not mean all those things he said." The Dibia turned slowly and gave Philip a side eye that could boil yam. "Oh, when he was calling me a living madman, you did not say anything. If you annoy me now, both of you will be barking like dogs before sunset." Philip took 3 respectful steps back and said, "Sorry, sir. I just need him to be normal." Meanwhile, Ebube had removed one of his shoes and was talking to himself. "Hey, my brother, don't just stand there. Oh. Grow your destiny. Hey, fine boy. Your head is like jollof rice." Philip faced the Dibia, sweating like a goat at Christmas. "What should we do now?" he asked, his voice shaking. The Dibia folded his arms and hissed, "Do what?" "Nothing. Let him suffer for the nonsense he said. Throw him away like expired fufu." Philip's eyes widened. "But what about the promotion you promised me if I bring someone?" The Dibia flared up instantly. "Which stupid promotion? You brought me a goat and said it's a person. Don't let me use my staff and cut your tongue like Momo. Get out from here." Philip, still fuming, called out to the court members like a disappointed class captain, "Please help me carry this yam head before he starts talking to flies." 2 strong red clothes wearing court members lifted Ebube like a bag of onions. His eyes were half open and he was giggling like someone watching comedy in his dream. They dragged him to Philip's car, threw him into the back seat like a rejected Christmas goat, and off they drove deep into the outskirts of the town. When they reached the refuse dump, Philip got down, looked around, and sighed. They opened the car door and rolled Ebube out like a sack of rice. They threw him over at the dustbin. Philip said before leaving, "You messed up my promotion, you goats. Enjoy your five-star hotel." Then he jumped into the car and zoomed off, leaving Ebube lying between a broken fan and a forgotten slipper, still smiling and whispering, "Hey, I can see a dancing mango, dancing mango." For 3 whole days, Ebube was nowhere to be found. His mother and sisters searched everywhere, shouting his name like town criers. Their neighbors joined. His customers, yes, the ones who usually bought just one sachet of water, entered the streets holding his picture like missing person posters. Then, after like 4 more days, someone screamed, "I found him, oh, boo boo water." They all rushed to the refuse dump and saw Ebube sitting inside the dustbin, holding a plastic spoon and laughing like a clown at a birthday party. People gasped. His mother shouted. Susan started crying. His customers carried him straight to a church. The pastor took one look at Ebube and shouted, his head has been tampered with spiritually. He gathered the church and said, "This one needs prayer like never before." For 2 days straight, the church prayed. His mother knelt down. His sisters fasted. People poured anointing oil like they were watering a stumble flower. Then on the third day, Ebube suddenly blinked. He looked around confused. Then he saw his mother, sisters, and all his customers praying. He burst into tears. "I messed up," he cried. "I followed Philip like a mumu. I did not know I had people who truly loved me." He narrated everything that happened, from the courts to the fake promise to being dumped like expired bread. The church clapped, some shouted, others started crying. Meanwhile, Philip heard everything and tried to escape town, but the police caught him at the bus park eating suya. He was arrested on the spot. Ebube returned to selling water, but now his customers supported him with money. Some gave him business advice, some gave him jerry cans, one even offered him an umbrella. Soon, he opened a small water shop. Day by day, year by year, he worked hard. He smiled at customers, joked, prayed, and never gave up. After 7 years, Ebube owned a full water factory. He hired staff, wore suits. His family moved into a big house with a real gate and a water tank. His mother never stopped praying. His two sisters entered the university, and Susan was now preparing for WAEC like a serious student. Indeed, the blessings of God make it rich and had no sorrow. Hard work, consistency, and prayer are truly the secret ingredients. Never be ashamed of honest work. No job is too small or shameful if it is clean and honest. Ebube water selling job brought him respect and growth. Family and true friends matter. When Ebube was in trouble, it was his family, church, and real customers who stood by him. Success takes time. It took Ebube 7 years to build his factory. There's no success overnight. Patience is key. Hello, story lovers. Hope you enjoyed today's story. If you loved the story, don't forget to like, comment, and share with your friends and families. We want to hear your thoughts. Please subscribe if you haven't already and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our next stories. And to our amazing returning subscribers, thank you for always supporting us. See you in the next one. Bye.